Oh, hey there! It's always great seeing you in my kitchen. Well, I was just hanging out with my Jiffy Corn Muffin mix, and I was thinking, you know what? This stuff is great! And I've made some exciting and tasty dishes using this special mix. Here's a few you could try out at home. Well, hi, and welcome to Jim's Kitchen. I'm ready to celebrate another food product. This time I'm celebrating this Jiffy mix. You know Jiffy cornbread, it's so wonderful. Well, I'm using this Jiffy mix to make a Jiffy Cornbread Cake. I'm using their cornbread mix and their cake mix. I can't wait to learn about Jiffy. Jiffy was created by Mabel White Holmes from the Chelsea Milling Company in Chelsea, Michigan in 1930. Corn muffin mix, cake mix, 2 eggs in the bowl, 3/4 cup of milk. Jiffy first marketed its biscuit mix saying, "It's so easy, even a man can do it." 2 tablespoons of oil. Mix it all together. Pour it into a prepared pan. Okay, I'm gonna bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. I was actually encouraged to make this easy cake by my friend Anna at Cooking the Books. Jiffy spends no money on advertising, yet they have 90% of the corn muffin mix market. I'm gonna make a honey cinnamon frosting for on top. I need a stick of softened butter, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of honey, a couple shakes of cinnamon, a tablespoon of sour cream. Mix it together for our frosting. Jiffy is currently owned by Mabel's grandson, Howdy Holmes, who's a former Indy 500 driver. What? I have let it cool down, and now I'm gonna add on that frosting and spread it on there. It looks great, but how does it taste? Jiffy cornbread cake with a cinnamon honey frosting. It's very much like a cornbread, little cakey like, but the frosting is what makes it extra special. It is a wonderful treat. So simple. Thanks, Jiffy. I just love the Jiffy product so much. The only thing is it's a little hard to spell. I know it starts with a J, but after that, it's a little iffy. Hello and welcome to Jim's Kitchen. Today I'm gonna make another mashup recipe where I take 2 things I love and I mash them together. I'm gonna take cornbread and jambalaya and I'm gonna create jambalaya cornbread, or should I just call it Jambalaya bread? Let's make it! Bowl, cornbread mix, 2 eggs, 1 cup buttermilk, 1 stick of butter melted, mix it up. It's all mixed. Now I'm gonna add a chopped green pepper, a chopped red onion, some chopped andouille sausage, a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, and a sprinkle of cheese. Now I'm gonna mix it up. Put that batter in a glass baking dish. I had enough for 2 pans. I'm just gonna bake this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Add a little sharp cheddar cheese and then bake for an additional 10 minutes. I ain't jambalaying. These look great. It's tasting time. Here we go. Get a piece of sausage in this bite. Dig in. Great. That andouille sausage really pops inside of this bread. I love the addition of the peppers and the onions, and I can definitely taste the cornbread. Whoever thought of putting jambalaya in a cornbread? I think it's wonderful. I guarantee you'll like this recipe too. Give it a try. And thanks for joining me here on Jim's Kitchen. How do they organize everything at a sausage library? The andouille decimal system. Welcome to Jim's Kitchen. My favorite Thanksgiving side dish ever since childhood was always that corn casserole that uses the Jiffy cornbread mix. Well, I found a recipe for the ultimate corn casserole. It involves onion, bacon, and cheese. We have to try this one. Let's melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan. Let's add a small chopped onion to that and caramelize it. In a bowl, I need some Jiffy mix, a drained can of sweet corn, a can of cream corn, a cup of sour cream, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a half a bag of cheddar cheese. I have a cup of crumbled bacon pieces. I'm using half of that in the batter. And let's add those onions too. Let's give that a good mix. Pour that into a prepared baking dish. I'm gonna bake this at 350 for 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna add the other half of that bag of shredded cheddar cheese and the other half of that bacon. This is going to get baked for 5 more minutes. Yummy. There it is. Ultimate corn casserole. And ultimate it is. I love that bacon, cheese, and onion. Incredible. You gotta try it. Tell me, Sherlock, where do lemons come from? A lemon tree, dear Watson. This is the biggest event these ovens have ever seen. Tonight, under these lights, you will witness the Cornbread Championship of 2022. The all-purpose flour champion, Jim the Walla Walla Washington Onion Warrior, is here to fight for the Cornbread Championship with his Walla Walla Washington Onion Upside-Down Cornbread recipe. He'll be fighting against the gluten-free champion, Jesse the Hatch, New Mexico Green Chili Hot Pepper, heating things up with Hatch Green Chili Upside-Down Cornbread. You will never beat these onions. These are the sweetest, most delicious onions you will ever find. I'm gonna be the champion of the Cornbread Championship.
You're gonna get the heat. You'll get one taste of my green chili and you won't even remember your onions. My recipe's gonna be the Cornbread Bake-Off champion.
Well, I don't think you can handle the gluten.
Well, I got this gluten-free cornbread mix that says I don't have to.
You are writing recipes your oven can't bake. Hot pepper.
I'm calling you out of your peel, onion. It's gonna get hot. Green chili hot.
They've gone to their corners to preheat the ovens to 400 degrees. Jim grabs and slices those onions.
Half-inch thick.
Here comes Jesse with a half cup of melted butter, and it's going straight into the casserole dish. Jim fires back with his butter and precisely lays down those sweet Walla Walla onions one after the other. Jesse is matching, though, with the green chilies, and they are roasted. They've gone back to their corners to put the casserole dishes in the oven while they make up the mix.
400 degrees, 10 minutes.
Jim takes out a bowl, and he has 3 packages of cornbread mix. Jesse has to match that with 1 package of gluten-free mix. And here comes those eggs. 1, 2, 3, direct hit. Can they make it to the bowl with a cup of whole milk? Here comes the 1.5 cup shredded cheddar cheese. And oh my goodness, now they're adding a 4th teaspoon salt. Jim's got that look. This might be the final ingredient, and it's 1 cup of sour cream. And it's not yet over, folks. They still have to put this mix over the onions and the green chili and bake for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the bell. Silence from the audience, please, as the judges check to make sure it's done. Will it have to bake longer? No, it's good, it's good. It's time to give them the flip. That was a fair fight. They both gave it their all, and I don't think we can call a clear winner. And the judges confirm both recipes are too great to choose a winner. These 2 bakers will be sharing the Cornbread Bake-Off Championship title of 2022.
Jim, buddy.
Oh, Jesse, your green chili upside down cornbread turned out beautiful.
Oh, Jim, I think your sweet onion upside down cornbread is perfect. Those onions are so pretty, they just make me want to cry.
They are both pretty.
So pretty. So pretty.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, folks, we're just gonna let them cry it out. Check back for more baking coverage coming soon. That concludes our coverage of the 2022 Cornbread Bake-Off Championship. Check your local description box for full recipe coverage.
Cornbread champions! Do you have zucchini coming out of your ears? It's time to make zucchini cornbread casserole. Let's make it. In a bowl, you need 3.5 cups of shredded zucchini. I just did it in the food processor. So easy. 1 chopped white onion, a cup of cheese, a can of drained corn, a can of mild green chilies. You could also use jalapenos if you like. 2 eggs, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of cumin, salt, pepper, and mix that together. Then I'm going to slowly mix in a box of Jiffy Corn Muffin mix until fully combined. I'm going to pour this in a glass baking dish, and then you top that with another cup of cheese. And now I'm gonna bake it in a 350-degree oven for about 50 to 55 minutes. It looks so beautiful. And here it is, zucchini cornbread casserole. Whoa. I love it. Great way to use your zucchini. I could taste the onion, love the cheese. It's absolutely perfect. And it's very comforting as well. Why do onions lock their doors when they study? To make sure they're uninterrupted. Hey kids, do you like vegetables? Do you like cookies? How about vegetable cookies? Time to eat your vegetables! Grab a bowl. 1 stick of butter. 2 eggs. Jiffy mix. Sugar. Flour. Corn. Sweet peas. Sweet potatoes. Mix that up. Dollop those cookies on a baking sheet. Let the baking begin. These cookies are sure to bring a smile to your face. Hooray for vegetables! Well, hey there. Guess what? We're gearing up for the New Year's, so I thought maybe I'd make a New Year's dish. I looked into it and I found out one very popular New Year's dish is Hoppin' John, specifically in the South. And it dated from the early 1800s. People will eat Hoppin' John around midnight, and it's supposed to give you a very prosperous year. So it contains black-eyed peas, and I guess black-eyed peas represents coins. And you're eating these coins and it's supposed to make you get rich the following year. We'll see if it happens. I'm gonna take this can and I'm gonna mix it with some cornbread. Cornbread represents gold. And I'm gonna create Hoppin' John cakes. Start with that can of Hoppin' John. 1 box of Jiffy Corn Muffin mix. 2 eggs. And some vegetable oil. Must add that to the grocery list. And of course some cheese. Mix that all up. Crank up that griddle. Time to make some cakes. Flip it. Plate them. And of course, more cheese. Serve with some salsa. You could put sour cream on there too, but I didn't have any. Hoppin' John, I'm just so curious. It's like a cornbread pancake. Hoppin' John, it actually has bacon fat in it, so you can taste the bacon flavor right inside of that pancake. It is really good. Hoppin' John cakes. I'm ready to celebrate New Year's now. Give me a second. My wallet's starting to be a little bigger. Hoppin' John, thank you. Thanks for watching Jim's Kitchen. If you're interested in seeing more interesting meals, subscribe to my channel. There's more to see. Thank you. Happy New Year. Well, howdy, y'all. It's Farmer Jim here, and it's great to have you here on the farm. I must tell you, got on the horn, I got a call from my neighbor, Sissy Joe, and she said, Farmer Jim, I'm having a barbecue. And I said, barbecue, count me in. And she said, Farmer Jim, bring one of your blue ribbon salads. And I said, I sure will, Sissy Joe. I'm gonna make my favorite salad, cornbread salad. I learned it from my grandma, and she learned it from her ma, and I'm gonna make it for you. We start by doing some chopping. I'm gonna chop this onion up. Put it in the bowl. 1 red pepper. Put it in the bowl. 3 juicy tomatoes. Put it in the bowl. Shuck some corn and put it in the bowl. Now we need 1 small can of green chilies. And a can of dark red kidney beans in the bowl. And next we put some crumbled bacon in the bowl. Sweet! Was not harmed in making this bacon. And what we have here is 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese right in the bowl. And now you need to cook up some cornbread. I just use the Jiffy mix, it's my favorite. Cornbread. And now you just grab them there cornbread and you just crumble it up right into the salad. That's the main ingredient of cornbread salad. Now we just need the special dressing for the cornbread salad. We're going to start with a cup of mayonnaise. And you need a cup of sour cream. And then you just need 1 packet of this Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning packet in the bowl. I watched your video on the YouTube not that long ago where I learned about this stuff. You're going to have to find it, I guess. Put it in there and mix it up. You have yourself a sauce. Just put it in and mix it up. You just mix it all up, and that's it for the cornbread salad. What you do is you take this and you put it in your refrigerator for about 4 hours, and it'll be ready to take to the barbecue. Thank you so much for watching Jim's Kitchen with Farmer Jim, and we'll see y'all next time. Take care. Bye now.